Life is a Lunchable. It's
so
a
overhyped. It's marketing.
Yeah.
The greatest scam ever is that life is a gift.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Ready to rock? It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. We got a big episode coming up. We also got the Brady 4, one thing I learned this week.
No. That's this week?
Yeah, I saw it. It's great.
Big time.
The Brady 4 is, Barstool's a weird thing where, we talk about, what?
I mean, it's just too hot.
It's hot. I thought it was cold and then it wasn't. Now I'm already hot.
Too hot.
What the fuck? It's a great shirt, though.
Thanks.
The Brady 4, Barstool's a weird thing where, we said with Tommy Smokes winning Survivor, people have their chance to live out their dreams here, and you don't want to see it happen. You know? Because if you do, not only does that mean your friends are happy, which nobody wants for that, but also it means you didn't get to experience something incredible. The Brady 4 is maybe the most jealous I've ever been about someone in content.
Really?
And it involves going to jail. Because, Tom Brady acknowledging the Brady 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like the actual Brady 4.
And then deleting, which actually I think makes it cooler.
Yeah, because he deleted it, left it up there long enough for the screenshots.
Right.
I feel like, maybe not even just the acknowledging. Going to jail is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Going to jail for us, when there's no real repercussions, is like the best thing that can happen. It's like, Dave getting kicked out or any of these things that happen where it's like, well, this wouldn't be ideal for a regular person, but for a content person, this is fucking
it's
incredible.
perfect. I remember we obviously knew we were going to jail, and I remember calling my uncle, who was a lawyer, on the way down, and I was just like, yo, I'm going to get arrested tomorrow. And he's like, don't.
It's still today. Yeah. You can avoid tomorrow as much as you want.
He's like, just don't.
So you knew that it was going to end in arrest? Like
we were all 100%
yeah.
Like, I mean, like, not 100%, obviously. Like,
there's a strong chance.
It was a goal.
Yeah.
It was like, let's spend a night in jail.
Yeah.
In fact, we were actually, I think this is a little behind the scenes. We thought we were going to get out because
you're white. And because the cops were stoolies.
Because the cops were stoolies, yeah.
Like, and don't worry, we got you.
And we were like, I think we're going to get out. Like, I think they're just going to let us go. And we were all like, we stay off social media. We pretend. We were going to pretend we spent the night in jail.
That was another similar related time when Portnoy got taken out of the Super Bowl and then went silent and we didn't know where he was. And then there was a shot of him at that like hotel bar.
It was it a hotel bar?
It was not just a bar. It was a weird bar. And he was all by himself.
He was the only one there.
The loneliest man in the world, sitting there watching the Super Bowl on like a little screen, not tweeting to the world, letting everybody believe that he was like in jail or in the basement of the building or something. And I was like, this man just created his masterpiece. Like he just painted his Picasso. It was unbelievable.
He made me in Goodell's basement. Like he was letting everyone think I could be anyone.
And he was just watching the Super Bowl like the rest of us. It was unreal. So yeah, that like air of mystery is great. I mean, he used his one phone call to call me to make sure T-shirts went up.
Yep. Like I remember you were on speakerphone. I remember like how he was like the look on his face where he was so confused that you were confused.
Like, of course I called you.
You're like, wait, this is your one phone call, and he's like, yeah,
duh.
Like obviously, of course.
It's like not your wife, not your lawyer, not your friend. No one bail you out. Like we got to get T-shirts out. Also, like, I know you didn't have to waste your phone call for that. We're gonna put T-shirts on sale. That's all we do here. It's the only reason I have a salary, Dave. It's crazy.
It was literally T-shirts pay for 100%.
Yeah, that's all we had. So Brady 4, one thing I learned on the KFC Radio YouTube this Wednesday night. So head over now, subscribe, and get ready for that. Yeah, here it is. Play it.
Oh, wow.
So literally, this is your one phone call and all you're worried about is me putting up shirts on sale?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. There's nothing about bailing out, nothing about when you're going to get free.
We don't know. We don't know what the deal is.
All right. I'll make sure Free Brady's up on the Boston site.
All right.
What's amazing is that two people on the phone together both going, "What an idiot!" For very different reasons. It was very funny. So that's out this week. And you know what's cool? Like I always forget that we have been doing this so long, and even that's like newer Barstool, newish.
Yeah.
And it's still, there are probably literally millions of people who not only have never seen it, but don't even know it happened.
I would guess that yes, I would bet that most people who follow
Barstool fans
right now do not know about like
that
the
you
Brady
guys
Ford
went,
saga.
the whole thing, the protest, the arrest, all of it. That's why sometimes I'm like, I hate to like bombard social media with links and shit, but it's like you got to let these people know like you're because also I really believe that blogging and podcasting and all this shit is like sports where you have a prime. It's much, much longer than athletics where you have 7 years max. Yeah. But you do have like a prime. And so, you got to make sure people see like your best work. It's like, I want people to know about my like MVP season back when I got arrested for Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at that footage. I mean, Hank, I don't even want to spoil it for people who maybe don't know it, but Hank took a shit in jail like 15 minutes in. They were in jail for like 12 hours and he took a shit while he was there. One of the most unbelievable, unprecedented moves. One of the other guys, Diaper Boy, said, "Are you taking a shit?"
It wasn't Diaper Boy. And that's the most unfortunate part of it. Is that he uses the N-word. Not Hank, by the way. We kind of interrupted.
Is that N-word taking a shit?
Yeah. No, it was. All right. I'll tell this little part of the story. It was.
You heard that little tink, right?
No, you heard like a fart echo through a metal toilet bowl. And it was just like...
Which might be, in a vacuum, forget about this whole saga, the funniest noise on the planet Earth would be a fart echoing through a metal toilet bowl.
And then there's just a pause while everyone just kind of...
Like, what?
Thinks about what's happening. And
you run the gamut from Hank being this like camera intern all the way up to Dave, eventual like 100 millionaire mogul, and then other just criminals. Everybody in the place going, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
nobody knew.
You could have heard a pin drop after you heard that fart echo in the toilet bowl. Everyone was like, "Wait, what the fuck was that?"
So everyone was in a cell, individual cell?
We're in individual cells at this point.
Got it.
And
Hey.
we thought we were the only four. Like, we didn't know that there was another person because we'd been arrested so early in the day. Like, people don't get arrested at noon. That's just not when you do crimes. Yeah. And we did. And Dave just goes, "Hank, are you taking a shit?" and then Hank had like a very sheepish reply, like, yeah. And then from down the end of the hallway, this guy was people just forgot this guy was in jail. I think he'd been there for weeks. And he just goes, "Edward, what?" And the way we were like, "Who's that?"
I'm picturing like Sean Connery in The Rock, like he had been there for 60 years in this holding cell. Like, what? Nobody takes shits in here, man.
Dude, he said, I forget his exact line, but he said something to that effect. Like, I think he said something. I think it was like, "I've been in jail 3 times this week, and I haven't shit."
Well, because you're in like the holding cell, right? You're not in like jail, like prison. You're just there for like a few hours before they move you. You don't need, like, there shouldn't even be toilets. Like, you don't have to go to the bathroom at all, you fucking idiots. Oh man, like that is so. I mean this. That is the most socially uncalibrated move I've ever heard of in my life. Taking a shit within like an hour of being arrested.
That wasn't an hour. You're giving him too much credit. It was like 10 minutes. Like he was holding that shit. He's like, "Once I get to jail, I'm gonna shit."
You know well, what's really funny is knowing Hank. So Hank now is this producer of this #1 show, and he creates, although he got assassinated by Jake Marsh.
What happened?
You haven't seen the Jake Marsh clip?
No.
The ping pong clip?
Yes.
Pull that up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Pull that
I
up.
haven't seen it fully.
Pull-
I've definitely seen something about Jake, but I haven't
Listen.
seen it fully.
The Hank Lockwood we know, he's dead. He's gone. For all we know, Rhea might have broke up.
Hey,
with him.
I'm real quick before you change that, I want to take a picture. Just send it to Hank.
For all we know, Rhea broke up with Hank. This happened. She went across the country to California. Hank, today, Jake Marsh showed up, sat down at the desk, and Hank said, I got a doctor's appointment. He left the building. Wait.
Is this
Make sure the audio is... Okay, go ahead.
1 million views?
Yes, watch.
I'm the best in the office! I am the best one here!
And then, and he gives this little handshake, and then he tries to patronize while he comes to the camera.
Best in the office. He's a great competitor. This is my day. I wasn't letting the Nets steal that.
So now, poor Hank.
Oh my God!
I am the best one here!
That was a different Jake Marsh than I've ever seen. In my
He went
life.
PVW on him. Who do you think you are? I am. Jake Marsh went fucking like Ray Lewis on him. That was one of the most pumped up. That's up there with the Tom Brady. Like, let's fucking go. It's one of the craziest like outbursts I've ever seen coming from the quietest guy. So Hank's dead. Hank is dead.
that was incredible. I always loved Jake Marsh. I'm a humongous Jake Marsh.
They're gonna NFT it. They're gonna sell it. They're gonna and so it's and now Jake is doing what's even worse. If that was you, that was Hank. If you were Hank, the last thing you would want, right? Like Jake's walking around being like, he's a great competitor. If we play again in the playoffs and he beats me, he could earn redemption. It's not like that's like, you know, let me pat you on the head, little boy. It's okay. I'd rather you be like, yeah, I fucking murdered you. Like, let's just call a spade, because Hank's like, you're making it worse, man. So Hank's dead. Hank's gone. But there was this Hank Lockwood that, you know, became a man. But that was Henry Lockwood, the boy.
Taste the hops. There's no hops in wine, but
When he was the sheepish guy who wasn't really going to speak up. So he was probably sitting at NFL HQ, like handcuffed to you guys, being like, I gotta poop, and I can't tell them. Like, Dave's gonna be like, I don't care, shit your pants. He just had to go to the bathroom, but he was already chained to 4 guys. So he probably was so happy to go to jail just so he could take a shit. Just because it was either I poop in jail or I poop in the lobby of the NFL headquarters.
He kept hoping Goodell would take the meeting just so he could shit in Goodell's office. He's like, I don't know how this is gonna end up, but like,
you guys got a bathroom? All right, so that is the Brady 4. One thing I learned on the KFC radio.
It's insane because it feels like 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
And it also feels like yesterday.
Yep.
But like 5 years, that's the reason we're doing it this month. It's the 5-year anniversary of it. And like, I honestly can't decide if it feels more recent or longer.
I feel like 5 years is also, when things become 5 years, that's like a chunk of time. You know what I mean? Like anything before 5 years, you're like a couple years ago, a few years ago. When you say like people have like 5-year reunions and 5-year anniversaries and 5 years is a delineate. Like when my kid turned 5, I was like, I've had a kid for 5 years? That's fucking weird. So I feel like it's long, but also I feel like Tom Brady like just got done with the Deflategate suspension. Like, you know, like it feels.
And he's won 3 Super Bowls
since then, and gone to a different team. I mean, it's absolute madness. But that's blogger years. Like that's you know, Dave talks all the time about. I mean, he got in trouble that one time talking about Rhea aging in blogger years. But like, do you know how old Rhea is?
How old Rhea is?
Yeah,
like 23.
She's 23 years old. She's 23. I am 13 years older, and I've always been 13 years older than her. But like, I mean, she's been here for so long, and she's still only 23. Hank's the same way. Hank's like 26 or something.
I think Hank's 27.
27. He's been here for a decade. I mean, it's absolute madness. So blogger
so
years are
with,
like dog years.
With them in particular, with that power duo, that like, my sister is significally older than Rhea, and I think of her as my little sister,
right?
And like she's a little baby, and Rhea,
but Rhea's like a coworker, contemporary.
Like my sister's like,
like I'm afraid of Rhea. She's a child, you know. It's crazy. So yeah, the blog years, like it's important to make sure. That's why we should have like a throwback page or a throwback day or something showing all of our best work, because like we said, it was our prime. All right, I went viral this weekend for what some might say is the wrong reasons. I'm proud to do it. I'm proud to have died on this hill. So we'll talk about it. It's brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee. Black Rifle Coffee is some of the strongest, best dark roasted coffee in America right now. It's American owned by veterans veterans specifically, Evan Hafer, who spent 7 years overseas in Iraq, where he was such a coffee nut that he was out on the front lines brewing coffee using artillery.
He finagled a Humvee or something.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. He took the weapons and the vehicles and somehow brewed coffee to make sure he got his fix on the front lines out in Iraq, and then brought it home and started Black Rifle Coffee, where not only is it some of the best, strongest coffee in the country that gets delivered right to your door, but they're also continually committed to supporting veterans with their Buy a Bag, Give a Bag initiative, where they'll donate to veterans, law enforcement, and first responder causes. In 2020, they donated over 6 million cups of coffee to deployed soldiers and law enforcement and medical workers. So not only will you get your coffee in the morning, but you're helping out all the people on the front lines of America. So go to blackriflecoffee.com/KFC, use code KFC, and get the freshest coffee in America shipped to you. That's blackriflecoffee.com/KFC. So kind of in line with what we're talking about, there's several internet type of debates and arguments that happen cyclically. You know what I mean? They pop up, and I'm happy to just keep doing them because, like I said, there's a whole new crop of people. Every day on the internet, there's someone who finds out that some people sit down and wipe and some people stand up. And we've done it a million times, but whatever, I'll do it now. This day happened to be, I was talking about washing your hands in the bathroom. The difference now is, I did it once when I had 50,000 followers, and now you have 450,000 followers. You did it once when Barstool was just a little blog. Now you're doing it when it's a multimedia, conglomerate fucking empire. So a lot more eyeballs are on. So this all unfolded this weekend because of the Garbage Boys, because of Are You Garbage? Somebody, and I love following along with them because their fans submit pictures saying, is this garbage or not? Mm-hmm. And you see some things, man. You see some people that make you feel a lot better about yourself. Where you're okay,
there was
I'm
one
not there.
Over the weekend, I think that was... I honestly forget what it was. I think
the guy, was it a living room setup where it was a fucking cardboard box and all that?
It was, no, Kev quote tweeted it, I think. I'm sorry.
Because the one that triggered this was that someone in their private bathroom at home had a paper towel dispenser on the wall.
Okay.
An industrial ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink. Not a little, there it is up there. I mean, little porcelain sink, little mirror, and we've got the brown paper towels with the jagged edges.
I mean, that's insane.
Insanity. And so I quote tweeted it and said something to the effect of who doesn't want to make your bathroom at home look more like a public toilet or whatever. And then I said something and you got to reload the paper towels, and this is all in your private home where let's be honest, we're not washing our hands anymore. And honestly, I think a throwaway comment to talk about whether you wash it's almost hacky in my mind. You wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. Do you just run it? Do you run the water? Do you use soap?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fake put it under? It's a debate we've had forever. But this time it popped off. First, it was very funny culturally to watch it because it went decently quote unquote viral within the Barstool world. And it was 60-40 no. People were nah, man. White people. White folks, my people, our followers. And then it went to Black Twitter. And Black Twitter just thinks that white people are disgusting. They call us wet dogs. They're appalled that we don't wash the bottom of our legs. And they were freaking out that this vote, and Barstool was saying if your public bathroom, it's kind of a different story, not even necessarily.
No, it's not.
But it's a little bit there are times where I'm oh my God, this place is disgusting. If it's really bad. If I'm using the Grand Central or Penn Station.
I'm less likely to wash my hands in those
well, because
bathrooms.
that's true too sometimes, because I don't want to touch knobs and all that shit. So I'm with you on that. But there are certain times where if I have to touch something, I'm I got it. Needless to say, when I'm at home in my own bathroom, especially now, nobody else goes in there. If I go to the bathroom, unless something drastically goes wrong, my hands are good and I'm not washing. And people were freaking out about this. And like I said, it goes into Black Twitter, it goes into some of the corners of the Barstool haters. There's a ton of blue check marks being like, Barstool's a cesspool, and now they're proving it, whatever.
What the fuck?
But then I come into work, and I have some of my fellow bloggers, some of my fellow like brother-in-arms being like, what, are you kidding me? And I was like, are you kidding me? Dan was like, I always wash my hands. I was like, you piss in sinks, pee your pants, and pour chili down your diaper. Like, get out of here. He was like, that's for content when I'm alone. I couldn't believe it. And now I will also say, too, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like 99% of the time. But like, if things go wrong, if something goes awry in the bathroom, I will clean myself up. But for the most part, and I know apparently it's impressive to a lot of the internet, I have perfected going to the bathroom. I don't pee on my hands. I don't poop on my hands. I don't know if people aren't using enough toilet paper, but there is no contact on anything with my hands when I wipe, when I clean, when I pee. I don't understand why. And then you get the scientists who are coming out saying, well, there's fecal matter everywhere. And I'm like, well, then you better be washing your phone and your toothbrush and taking a shower after you shit every time, because apparently it's everywhere. So don't give me this nonsense. And then I had someone have the nerve to say, it's not that you need to use it after you go to the bathroom. It's that you should wash your hands 3 to 4 times a day, and you happen to go to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a day, as if you're using your goddamn bathroom habits as some sort of alarm clock to wash your fucking hands. I mean, the lying going. And then what really pisses me off, I got other, I guess I'll say unnamed bloggers, because they texting me being like, I've never said this publicly, but I believe it. I got people in my DMs being like, thank you for saying this. I was like, fucking say it publicly, you cowards.
Dude, name names.
Fucking Captain Cons.
Cons?
Cons.
Fucking
veteran of war. Too afraid to say that I don't need to wash my hands.
I mean,
you weasel.
I will admit this, that when I don't wash my hands, which is every time, I think about it. Like it could be an hour later, and I'd be like,
that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
People keep saying, like, we argue on the rundown, we're having an argument on Twitter, and then they'll say things like, I don't know, man. Final answer, like, you should wash your hands. I'm like, well, yeah, you should.
You should, of course.
I should, floss every day. I should do a lot of things that I don't fucking do.
There are a ton of things that I should do.
Almost exclusively things that I should do that I don't do. So I'm not going to argue that. Yeah, we should probably shower 5 times a day and wash our hands every time we touch anything. And, these are the same people who get off the subway and don't wash their hands. But, all of a sudden you're high and mighty with your bathroom. Fuck you. You're liars. 90% of you are fucking liars. The rest of you are black people who think that white people smell like wet dogs. It's crazy. Let me just say this, because this was on Stool Scenes too. I said, okay, fine. You're in the bathroom. You go to the bathroom. The sink is right there. You wash your hands. What about all my parents out there? You're in the nursery and you change your kid's diaper. There's no sink right there. You change your kid's diaper. Again, if it's a catastrophe, of course you go wash your hands. That happens pretty often. If it's a clean, easy wipe, now you got your baby. You're in the fucking nursery. You're not in the goddamn bathroom. Dan told me he would take his baby to the bathroom. And I was like, what'd you do? Like, put him on the floor? And he was like, no, I would wash my hands while I hold my baby. It's like, you would hold your baby and wash your hands at the same time? Literally no one has ever done that in the history of parenting. So now I don't believe anything he's saying. So just fucking admit it. Whatever.
Okay.
Give me a break.
If I rip a piss,
I mean, that's no chance I'm washing my hands when I pee.
I haven't washed my hands after piss probably my entire life.
Dave says, would you touch your dick? I was like, first of all, I had people being like, well, like your balls.
I don't really touch my dick.
I was going to say, someone said to me, what about like your balls are dirty? I was like, why are you touching your balls when you're peeing?
Well, that's how you wring it out. That's how you wring the piss out.
That was the main thing I found. I was like, you guys don't know how to pee and poop. You're grabbing your balls when you pee. I don't think you're using toilet paper when you wipe. I'm getting the impression that people are just wiping with their hands or something. It's like, what is happening when you guys go to the bathroom that you need to like shower afterwards?
I mean, I
kind of can just do it with your.
I just fucking pull it out, and this is how I piss.
Yeah,
2 hands on a phone.
I am
every
tweeting.
time.
Yeah. I am texting.
My dick's
I am
hanging
tweeting.
out. I got 2 hands on my phone. That's how I'm pissing,
Dude.
And then I'll pull like the fucking
You just
end
tuck-
of the pants.
you
and
tuck
I
it-
pop back in.
Yeah, you pop your ass back. You
And
just
guess what?
Pop it back and it pops
Also,
in.
if I fucking touched my dick, I still wouldn't wash my hands. I don't give a shit.
My dick is not that dirty. If you got a dirty dick, then that's worse than your fucking
I
bathroom
don't even
habits.
fucking wash my hands after I jerk off.
Oh my god.
Neither do I also don't really like cum all over my hands, but whatever. you
Nice.
know?
I mean, I get some cum on my hands for sure. I do not wash my. I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll get in the shower
Again, it
afterwards.
depends on the
Yeah.
situation.
I'm not like staunchly anti doing it, but just if it happens to work out into my schedule, then I'll wash the hands.
Right. If not,
Otherwise,
if it's inconvenient,
yeah.
not happening.
We're
So
making good arguments, and I just
yeah,
no. Now that just completely lost.
What are
me.
you talking about?
I mean, at first you guys were like, I was like, okay, like
yeah, makes perfect sense. Yeah, well, I mean,
then you
I'll
said-
admit we went a
then
little
you
further with the
said-
jerking off. Yes,
Then you said
we went a little bit further.
Went a little honest.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Oh, that's the main thing.
Nothing
here.
I said was a lie.
That is the
Maybe-
main thing here. There are people in this world who are honest, and there are people who are not. And there are people right now who are pretending to be some sanctimonious, holier-than-thou hand washers. I'm sure there are some nerds out there who do wash their hands every time. And then I know that there's like 35% of you fucking yeses on that fucking poll are lying. Lying. Especially if you're white. So, yeah.
I mean-
you know, I'm just a regular fucking guy who tells the goddamn truth. Fuck
It's-
anybody else who lies.
If it's just like if you wash your hands, you're a coward. Just like
listen,
fucking pussy.
listen, didn't get coronavirus, didn't get sick from the fucking vax.
Yo, I fucking washed. I will admit this. I washed my hands for like a week once coronavirus started.
That was it.
I did the whole like sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is
I
stupid.
was like, I'm so fucking sick of singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'm done washing
Yeah.
my hands.
I will admit too, I'll rip if I walk by a hand sanitizer, it's happening.
Oh yeah, of course.
But that's a different story.
yeah. No, I
That's,
rip
that's
hand
just for
sanitizers
fun,
all the time.
you know. It's I don't know, it just disappears. It's the whole magic thing. But the soap and that's the other thing. How many people? Let's take it a step further. How many of you are doing happy birthday with the soap and everything? How many are you doing? Because
Right.
then if you're doing, there's no fucking difference. As a matter of fact, sometimes I have this thing in my head where I feel like the water like grabs the germs and like spreads it all over. If you just go in your hands, you know what I mean? Like I don't think that's like
I don't hate that.
I don't think it's like getting rid of the germs. I think it's just spread the germs in your hands. So I think that it's worse. So you're either washing or spreading.
If I'll tell you this, how about this? If you replaced all sinks with just a hand sanitizer thing, my life would be a lot easier.
I'd be clean too.
Yeah,
my
I
hands would always
use
be
it.
clean.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'd use
absolutely.
it 100% of the time.
Absolutely. But
Get
the
rid
sink,
of sinks.
the sink and the.
I'm an
knobs.
anti-sinker. I'll say it.
Yeah. what you know what? I can't decide which I hate more. You got the sinks with the knobs, which is a whole thing to turn them, or then sometimes you got the hand motion, which works. I don't know, 6 out of every 10 times. I'm sitting there just wiping all over. Like, how does it fucking the whole thing? And then you got the paper towel. Sometimes you got the paper towels. You got to wash your hands. Then you come out and you're wiping it on your pants.
Oh, I never use a paper towel. I
Just
use
your
my hair.
pants?
Hair, pants, or pocket.
See, now that is a little weird because if you don't really wash your hands, if you just get them wet and then you're just wiping it on then you're just pushing all the germs on your fucking.
That's what I do.
So there's a new grosser guy at Barstool. It's this guy right
it's
here.
me. I'm fine with it.
I just, you know, there are people who are cowards. I mean, again, if you're in my DMs or texting me that you are part of the problem. You're not an ally. Speak up. It's not enough that you don't wash your hands. You have to be anti-hand washing. You have to speak up for the cause.
Yeah, we're anti-sinkers. We're anti-hand
Anti-sinkers,
washers.
anti-washers. Fuck you. And I don't want to hear it, like, because you know how many people on that poll talking shit probably had COVID? You dirty fucking rats. I was COVID-free for a year and a half.
Didn't get COVID,
That's
bitch.
right, motherfuckers. Washing your hands.
I've also read that it's time to stop washing, like stop going over the top with the hand sanitizer because now
you're not exposing yourself to enough germs, sort of thing.
Yeah, now it's like we're getting too clean. You know, you got to be exposed
That's
to
right.
germs. If I get sick, I'm dying. I don't get colds.
It's one or the other. It's
don't
like
get,
I am down and out, or
because
yeah.
guess what? I'm used to all the little ones.
I've been building up immunity this whole time.
I've been jerking them out of my dick the whole time. I knew I was gonna ruin it. I knew it.
It's one of those things where it's like, I got a guy on my side. Oh, it's not the guy I want. It's not the guy I want. Shit. Miller Lite.
We had like a good 15-minute run.
We
there.
did, and then we ruined it with the dirty dick thing.
And I ruined it.
Well, clean your hands. Don't clean your hands. Whatever. Be a guy. Be a real one. Drink a Miller Lite. That's the thing. The real ones out here, no. The real ones are drinking Miller Lite, and they're not afraid to lie about who they are on social media. So be proud about who you are. Be proud that you're a Miller Lite guy. I see that Dana said that switching to Miller Lite was the best decision he ever made in his entire life. Granted, I can't imagine he's made many great decisions in his life, but still, the bar's pretty low for the beer guy who sleeps outside on his balcony with balcony beds. That's actually a great decision. It's a little bit.
It rained yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say
let's not ignore that.
It's a little early in the season, and it was raining, but nonetheless, balcony bed beers sounds pretty cool.
It's actually. I drank a different beer for most of my life. I will admit that,
because it's a regional thing too, East Coast, and I never even saw this until I was older.
Once they came on board and I started drinking Miller Lites, I was like, wait, this is just a way better beer.
Yeah, it's just a better tasting beer. And if I have anything else now, I'm like, ugh. So Miller Lite, it's great taste, less filling, only 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, and you can get it delivered right to your house right now when you go to MillerLite.com/KFC. They'll have all the delivery options near you, where you can enjoy it with your friends, enjoy it with your family, enjoy it with your guy, your girl, by yourself, whatever. Always celebrate responsibly, though. Miller Brewing Company from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Get that Miller Lite. The Kentucky Derby popped off a couple weeks ago. Medina Spirit won, and lo and behold, that motherfucker Bob Baffert's back in the winner's circle. He's got to be the greatest at anything ever, right? I mean, hasn't he won like 40% of the races or something? It's like some absurd number, right? He's always there.
No, it's not that absurd.
No?
It is the same amount of Super Bowls Tom Brady's won.
Go fuck yourself.
It's just and the only reason I know that is because after the Derby, I tweeted Bob Baffert's the best at anyone. No one's better at anything than Bob Baffert is at horse training. And a significant amount of people were like, well, actually, Tom Brady's won 7 Super Bowls.
This is appropriate because they both cheat. Because Tom Brady is clearly either not human or cheating, and apparently Bob Baffert's horses always have some sort of illegal substance inside them. So Medina Spirit got popped. I feel a little bit bad. This is it's a drug that they're allowed to have. They just have to stop 2 weeks before the race. It's an anti-inflammatory.
Oh.
But that's a big deal. These horses just are that much faster if they don't have swelling and whatever, if they use it right before the race. But it's not like it's some anabolic, turning this thing into a monster. But they just didn't. I think they just missed that 2 week window.
Why does it take them so long to test the horses?
It's probably you send it to a lab. I don't know.
But why don't you just do it beforehand?
They probably do it before and after. It's probably right before it, and then there's a chance that it's take the test. You can't test when they're on the fucking track,
right.
So it's probably they probably test all the time for this shit. And he's already under the microscope. He's been popped before, lost titles before, and now this is the latest one. Whatever. That's horse racing. That's the interesting side of the horse racing thing. What's funny is that Bob Baffert. I promised I was not going to talk about cancel culture anymore. But Bob Baffert's really forcing my hand here. Because his excuse, he's throwing a lot of excuses out there, which I don't mind.
Yeah, I like that. Just one of them, empty the clip.
One of them's going to work, or all of them's going to work. 5,000 people believe this one, 5,000 people believe that one, 10,000 people believe. So he said first that that somebody or something, another horse or one of the trainers or something peed on the hay. And then that horse ate the hay, and that's how it got into his system.
Why? Okay. Questions. Why would the trainer have that?
Yeah, maybe not. Dave said the groom. I don't know what that means. He said the groom peed on the hay. Is that another horse or something like that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
So some horse pees on the hay. You eat the hay. You get his thing in there. So that's one excuse. And then the other one he's saying, he goes, yeah, this is kind of like cancel culture. America's just a different time now. It's a horse. It's a horse, man, that you are injecting with things. It's not cancel culture. I do like that, though. I do like that because there are people who are so anti-cancel culture. If you use that word, that term, they're just yup, okay. If A-Rod had that back in, 2013, if he was just cancel culture, man.
Yeah.
There would have been people on his side.
Like America's different now. Can't take drugs.
A man can't even earn a living. What do you want me to do? I'm a competitor. It's just a different America.
I like America's different.
That's right. It's a different America. And he kind of did it like, I don't think he had the most conviction. I think he was like, it's like the cancel culture thing, whatever, how about that?
America's a different world now. Just fucking gay people can get married and horses can't take anti-inflammatory.
Everyone can eat in the same restaurants. It's just a whole thing, man.
Anyway, people just share fountains.
That's Baffert, man. If there's a guy who actually believes that and says all that stuff, it's Bob Baffert. It's Bob Baffert. I
saw an Indian woman the other day. Just here.
In my presence. Mixing it up with me in local establishments.
I'll tell you, America's a different place than the one I was raised in. A groom can't even take a piss on a fucking on a bale of hay without getting in trouble for not washing his hands. Not the America I know.
That horse just didn't wash up. That's all it was. Dude, I in the cancel culture realm, I can't help myself from doing this. And I shouldn't be hypocritical, but I am because I'm a spiteful, petty person. Crystalia posted for Mother's Day. A really nice post for his mother and his kid, and it's all this like sappy shit. And I swear to God, I'm taking crazy pills. I mean, the comments are just flooded with like celebrities and people just like, love, it's amazing, how cute, endless comments. It can't, I don't, he's got to be like monitoring his comments or something, right? Otherwise, we're not on the same World Wide Web. We are not on the same fucking internet. That's insanity. That's insanity.
It is.
It's insanity, John. Say it. It's insanity.
It's insanity.
Fucking insanity. And I'm like, good, I guess, but no,
not good.
No, not good.
No,
it's just.
I think
Aaron
you just got
Paul.
in trouble too early. I think now the internet's
It is no, but
it's a different America.
But it is honestly, as much as we're joking, he played the cancel culture card, and people were like, "Yeah, it's not right that he's losing his job." It's like he's fucking. It's crazy. You see Aaron Paul and his wife and Jeremy Renner and all these fucking celebrities.
Wait, they were?
Yes, hearts, amazing, so cute. Like what? I saw one comment that was like, "You posted this from a hotel room with a teenager." One. I surfed all 2,100 of them. I found one.
This picture you just fucking.
I want to be like
Talk to him, Dave.
Yeah, let him know. Let him know. Ski guy 420. Yeah. Fucking madness.
All right, hang on a second. Was that actually his name?
No. I wish I did.
That was super specific.
I know. I don't know why ski came to my mind. I was like, what's a hobby? Let me see if I can find it. I will give a full shout out to this guy. The only problem is it was like hundreds of comments deep. It's like it's just all just good, nice comments.
I'm starting to think you have a burner for Crystalia.
I might make one. I might make one now. This fucking guy. Yeah, I'll find him eventually, though. You will get your shout out, sir. You see Elon? Did you watch Elon over the weekend?
I did not, no.
Did you see any of it after the fact?
No, but did you see his SpaceX thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
That's just, like, it's the most cock-shaped thing. That
I thought you. Okay, no, I didn't see that. What is it? Show it to me.
Dude, I mean,
I thought you were talking about like what he did with Dogecoin.
This thing looks more like a penis than my penis.
You got a fucking weird looking penis.
I mean, like, that's just like that's
such a cock.
That's a cock. That's like.
Why does it have to have balls?
Like that's what.
You know,
like, there's
that very clearly.
There's no reason for that to look that much like a dildo.
Yeah, that's such a fucking. That looks like blasting off into someone's pussy.
Like Elon is so online that he's making rockets that look like cocks.
That might not be
just
so far.
Like
he might be like, make it like a dick. We'll go viral.
Yeah.
Because everything else at this point is a meme and a joke and a storyline that it's like, why not the fucking rocket itself?
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't fucking spray paint Doge on the side of it.
So he tanks Doge by saying it's a hustle. and then just comes out the next day and is like, but we funded the spaceship with Doge, and you can buy tickets with Doge. It's like, you want to talk about a hustle. It's what you're fucking doing.
Right.
Going up, down, up, down. I mean, this shit with the crypto coins is amazing. He's like one of the most influential guys in the world. He can just like tweet and bring it up, tweet and bring it down, and just do it accordingly.
It's
pretty fucking brilliant.
It's a pretty good hustle.
He also his SNL was like obviously not good, but he copped to it so quickly where he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a normal guy. He was like, I make electric cars and spaceships. I'm not gonna be a normal dude. So when he wasn't that good, it was kind of like, well, it was like endearing almost. Like, yeah, he's a weirdo who's trying. And it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was not good, but it was like, it was fine. I don't know. It was like if you saw a non-actor, non-entertainer athlete do it. It's like, yeah, that's what I expect.
But I don't understand the hatred that the cast had for him.
I don't understand any of it. People are acting like he's a fucking like dictator who like kills people.
Like, do you think he's the
warlord
first
or something?
He's the first rich host of SNL?
Yeah, and like
you understand, everyone's wealthy, right? All of them are mega celebrities,
right? Now,
and yes, Elon Musk is crazy rich.
200 billion is
but
fucking unimaginable wealth. But
everyone who's ever hosted SNL had more money than they need,
right? Could help hunger and help this and help that and don't. But and then it was just like he had those weird tweets, and he even copped to that. He was like, he did a skit where he was a cowboy and he had a mask on, and he was like, yeah, I once thought that masks didn't do anything, but now I understand their value. It's like, that's what you do. He was self-deprecating. He was kind of witty.
I mean, Fauci said masks don't matter.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like
science evolves. People learn new things.
If you're gonna hold people to the standard of like you can't host if you said anything incorrect about SNL, well then like about COVID, then nobody can host because everybody was wrong at some point. So, but like yeah, all in all, not a bad performance by him. But the Doge thing is funny. I'm done with Doge. We're on to Hoge. Blockfolio. I'm talking to you. Blockfolio. Put Hoge on your fucking platform. Just do it. What do you have to lose? Tell me that. Riddle me that.
I would guess nothing.
Nothing. Put it on. If people buy it, then that's good for you. If they don't, it just sits there and nobody buys it. Hoge coin is the future, and we need Blockfolio to put it on their app because they've got every other crypto coin. You can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin and I don't know the other ones, the other ones that are out there. There's over 10,000 coins on. How is there 10,000 coins on Blockfolio and Hoge is not on there? 10,001. Give me 10,001 Blockfolio.
It actually is. That is insane. Like I can't name 7 coins.
Right. How is there 9,999 others? Like everything on my Twitter and social media, Hogecoin is like super viral. Everything I do is mega retweets. Put Hoge on there, and then everyone else, you can still buy anything else you want. Any of the other coins are available. 0 fees. You get a free coin with every trade over $10, and you can download the app, do it on your phone, and it's all free when you download Blockfolio. So go download it today. And I'm telling you, when they add Hoge, because I know you're going to do it, it's going to be a smart move. I'm going to be so rich. There's no way this doesn't work. There's no way this falls through. I actually was talking to Tommy Lay about it, because Tommy Lay has 93 million Hoge coins. So if and when Hoge goes like public, if you will, like so the masses can buy it, he's gonna have tons of money if this happens. And I was like, the only thing I'm worried about is like if they put some sort of regulation into place at like right before Hoge's time, where they're like, we can't do this again, And he was like, that is something that would happen to us, isn't it? It's like we're Jets fans, we're losers.
I was just like you are. I've never seen you this confident ever.
The Mets are playing well. The Knicks are playing well. Hoge is coming. I was on the Mets podcast, but we were talking about the Knicks and the Mets. I was like, I think I'm going to get hit by a car or something soon. Like the other shoe has really got to drop for this like unprecedented sports. Like, I mean, I just have 2 teams playing like pretty well, and I'm like, well, wait a second.
I mean, the Knicks are like what, a 3 seed?
They're the 4 right now. I think they have a chance at the 3, but probably will be the 4. Julius Randle's like an MVP. They play defense. They're like a good team together. RJ Barrett like had a big second year. I mean, watch out for the Knicks. That's all I'm saying. Watch out for the Knicks. So yeah, but download your Blockfolio and buy and wait till you get your Hoge and then buy as much of it as you fucking can. I feel like you've been on one. Have you been on a little bender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. Big time.
I just feel like I'm seeing a lot of social media at the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because you're at the bar more frequently or if it's because you just turn your phone on and throw it at everybody. Everybody in sight, in public, Feidelberg puts on his camera, starts recording a video, and just throws it at you. And if you drop it, you will be shamed.
If you try Yo, hugs. Catch. Fuck. Scotty. I think people don't appreciate the fact that like there's not a case. I don't have a case. It is a caseless phone I'm throwing
That
around.
is crazy. That's almost like those things where like if you smoke,
I mean, it's definitely broken.
Right there with you.
Yeah, but like it should be I watch like 4 times a weekend. He throws it across a bar and it just falls right to the ground. That's like when you smoke and drink till you're like 116. You know, and the person who like takes vitamins every day and washes their hands after they piss, they die of coronavirus when they're 21. That, I mean, hey, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Vibs. Hey, Scotty. Hey, this, hey, that. And it's like, you better catch it. I feel like if you don't catch Feidelberg, I think what I will do is I will catch it and I will spike it.
Yeah. Okay.
I will be like, spike that shit.
I was gonna throw it to you pretty soon.
I will spike it.
Not like
no,
this episode, but like this week.
I won't spike it, but I will
It
probably.
seems like you will.
I will probably take it and take a picture of my boss.
Okay.
I will put it down my pants. I will let it just record, and I will.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll do something ridiculous with it, no doubt, for sure.
But yeah, no, I've definitely been on it better. It's actually a thing where it's like, so my girlfriend went home this weekend.
Oh no.
So like I was
lights out.
left to
See
my
you
own
later.
devices.
Yeah.
It is
Idle hands, man. Idle
insane
hands.
that men exist.
Yeah, no,
like it doesn't.
That phrase, like women make an honest man out of you. It's not an honest man. It's like we make a functioning adult out of you.
Like
because when we're left alone,
she was gone for 15 minutes, and my apartment was a disaster. Like
food, garbage,
and it's not like
everything.
she cleans it. Like it's just like I.
But
like,
you keep yourself in check a little bit.
Right.
When she's around.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I pay attention to what I'm doing and things like that. It was a fucking nightmare. Like everything was there. There was one point just like one of the couch cushions were off. Like just on the floor.
It's like, why is this even happening?
Why was that? Like I walked out, I was like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
How did that even happen?
And guess what? I didn't put it back because who cares?
Yeah, because like who gives a shit? It was clothes everywhere, chips everywhere. Like
it's like you get the bag out, and you're just like, nah.
Yeah, like it was.
Why? Because I can,
bro. Wendy's 3 times.
Yeah,
like just French fries all over the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It's was
the best. Isn't it the best?
It was stunning. Like yesterday morning, I was just like looking around. And I was like, how the fuck did I even?
I
do
remember
this?
when I first became single again. I was like, wait, I can do anything I want. And anything I don't want.
Literally.
Whenever I want. Whenever I don't want.
I was left to my own devices.
Freedom.
And I ruined it.
Yeah. Well, that is the thing. We take it too far. Like all things in life, moderation. And you take it too far. The other day, so the problem is when you, like kind of what you just described, you have a woman in your life who in a lot of ways, like is good for you, a good influence. It kind of balances you out, but also in a lot of ways, it's almost like the teacher, like watching you, right? So you do that for years and years and years and years when you're married, and like you grow to hate it, right? So my dad has been married for like 40 fucking years. You know, can't stand each other, they hate it. And we heard this story the other day about this guy who like he has a full blown drinking problem, like needs to go to rehab, like passed out, you know, at like family events in front of his kids. And my dad's like, well, I mean, who among us? And I was like, well, a lot of us among us haven't done that. And he's like, but you know, like who hasn't? And I was like, I'm pretty sure like they had to send him to the hospital, like, you know, at the family event. He was like, you know, it happens. And I was like, Dad,
sometimes your wife goes to the bathroom for a minute. And you just have to,
and you gotta go
like,
to
freedom,
Betty Ford. Yeah. It's like, but yeah, I mean, the bender. The bender is coinciding with the milkshake posts, I feel like.
Oh no, because the milkshake posts are post workout. So, like, I'm not drinking when I'm posting.
I'm just saying that like the amount of each, I feel like you got a healthy dose of everything. You know what you're doing is living a healthy and balanced life.
Yeah, actually, right?
Yeah, you're learning words. You're eating protein, you're working out, and you're getting shit-faced. That's living, brother. Yeah, no problem with that.
As you're saying it, I'm like, he's making good points.
Kid Feidelberg is living the life.
I might be the healthiest I've ever been right now.
Healthy as a horse who fucking takes anti-inflammatories. Top fives? We'll do a little top five. It's brought to you by Manscaped. Do you wash your hands after you manscape?
No, I mean, well, yeah, I do, because like I just get right in the shower.
Yeah, but
So
I don't know. If you weren't, would you? All I'm doing is holding the fucking thing.
I mean, the way I do it.
Oh no, you get in there.
Yeah.
You touch it and-
I mean,
right,
like,
so maybe you should wash your hands.
I'm gonna have some hair on my hands afterwards.
I have a question.
Oh, boy.
Proceed, Jackie.
Do you guys ever do like the hose thing? Like when you pee?
The what?
Can you do like the hose thing?
What's
The hose
Like
thing.
the- you know what I mean?
Oh,
You mean, like,
Put your
squeeze
thumb
it?
over it?
Yeah, and like spray it.
I mean, I think you could.
You definitely could.
I've squeezed and then
Oh
let
yeah,
go.
I squeeze like I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. It builds
like
up.
like
and
you
then
like you.
choom.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, you
You can also do that with other things. but the thumb over the top, I've never done. That's first of all, then you're just pissing all over your hands.
That is.
We're living in a society, Jackie. There are rules
Never
here.
tried that?
I didn't. The fact that she's calling it the hose thing makes me
Well,
feel
what
like there's a
else would
bunch
I
of guys in
call it?
California who are just doing this.
Well, what would you call it? That's what you do.
Well, I'm just saying the way you're saying it makes it feel like guys.
Like,
are
it's
telling you,
like-
I did the hose thing with my dick.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
way-
I guess I said it like it was like a common term, but I just assumed.
It sounds like something you would do if you had a dick.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm like.
I mean, well,
I
guess
kind
what
of-
I'm
I
doing
kind of
later
just
today.
assumed-
You're gonna do it later today?
I'll do it when I'm in the shower. I'm not. I mean, it would be a wreck. It would be a fiasco. But I'm gonna give it a whirl.
It sounds like a really like,
Don't tempt
fun
me with
thing
a
to
good
do.
time. Yeah. I mean, it's not really fun. It would probably be.
It would be a mess.
It'd be a mess.
But in the shower, I'll do it in the shower too.
Yeah, that's.
We'll check it out.
Still trying to send a video of my dick cracking. Just hasn't cracked. Like since I said it, I got a DM. The guy being like, "Just stop talking about your dick cracking." He's like, "I've been listening to you forever. Like enough's enough." And much like your milkshakes, I'm like, I'm gonna do more.
Yeah.
I am gonna talk about nothing but my dick cracking. Top fives brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped has the Lawnmower 4.0. We are on the 4th generation of the lawnmower here with Manscaped and KFC Radio. I believe they got down with the original lawnmower. So now the 4.0 trimmer is available for purchase in the USA and Canada. Can you grab me one too?
Nope.
Over 2 million men worldwide trust Manscaped. And you can get 20% off all your Manscaped products when you go to manscaped.com and use the code KFC. They've got the Lawnmower 4.0 that has the ceramic blade with skin-safe technology so that you never nick yourself. They're the same guys that worked with Elon Musk's engineers. No lie.
Really?
No lie. So you've got
No
the
wonder he makes
fucking
rockets look like dicks.
that rocket just has Manscaped. So once you trim with the Lawnmower 4.0, it has a 4,000K LED spotlight. The spotlight's great. The spotlight feels pretty cool.
The spotlight is. You
I feel like
you're doing this like a surgery.
I feel like I'm a astronaut who has like the headlights, like, and I'm like doing some work on the fucking ship. I watched the worst space movie ever, by the way. Oh my god, so bad. Voyagers.
Never heard of it.
So bad.
You
Finish
love
this up.
space.
Love space.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything about space. I'll tell you about it in a second. It was so bad. So you trim with the lawnmower, and then you use the crop preserver, and you use the skin toner and all these lotions and creams. They have Manscaped boxers that have moisture wicking so you don't sweat. And then you, by the way, how about this? Because we've talked about this before. Would you shaved your face with Dan's ball trimmer, right?
No.
He shaved
With mine.
with yours.
Yeah.
Do you have two separate ones for your balls and your face?
Mhm.
I have two. I have like four at my house because they just keep
Yeah.
sending me
It's not like
but,
it's just
but
like.
would you, if you only had one, would you shave your face and your balls?
I would. Yeah, I'd have no problem. I haven't always had multiple, but I have a Manscaped for my balls, and then I have like a
Face trimmer?
Yeah,
Because I have
I have like a
Manscaped works
beard
for your
trimmer.
face as well. It's just, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's just hair on your body. But I have two for both. So go to manscaped.com, 20% off plus free shipping when you use the code KFC. That's manscaped.com, promo code KFC. Voyagers. Oh, what a piece of shit that movie was. So bad. The idea, it could have been so cool. The idea was you got to get to another planet because Earth's fucked, which that must be happening, right? Because that's what every movie's about. They're like, the planet they found is 86 years away. So anybody who goes, like, you're dead. And the idea was that your grandkids are going to be the ones who get to space. But because you'd go up to space and you'd have nothing to live for, and you would miss Earth and the outdoors and shit, you would, like, lose your mind. So they breed the crew. They make test tube babies with, like, Nobel Prize winners and MIT engineers, and they grow them in, like, a lab in, like, these bags. And then they grow them, like, they raise them as kids. They never go outside. They never do anything but work on spaceships and stuff, so that they're like, this is just their life. And it's like, we're going to send you to space, and you're going to breed, you're going to have kids, and you're going to die. And they're like, they don't care because they just never experienced regular life. And then they get up there.
Sounds awesome.
It's so cool. So I was like, this is fucking dope. And Colin Farrell is the professor. One adult goes with them. And he's like, because he's like their teacher, but he almost feels like their father, and he wants to, like, raise them and make sure they're okay. And when they're on the ship, they drink this thing every day, and it has, like, a hormonal suppressant, because they were like, if we send people up there, they're just gonna fuck and reproduce, and you're gonna, like, have assault and all sorts of problems and shit. So they just have a bunch of, like, kids running around who are, like, they got no hormones, no emotions, no nothing.
It's so fucked up. It's like. And like that's it's accurate, but like how humanity works. We're like, if we teach them about sex, they're gonna rape each other.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
well, and it was also like we only have. How about this? More importantly, there's only, like, a finite amount of food and resources on this ship, right? And they're like, if they have unexpected children, like, they'll be done with the resources. So it's like, kids.
Wait, was it you who was talking about the other movie, with, like, some other space movie?
Probably, but
where there was a Stowaway.
Yeah, terrible.
Okay.
Terrible. I've been watching a lot of bad space movies recently. But it was like, imagine that if it was like, if you guys fuck each other and have kids, everyone's going to die. And it'd be like, well, that's okay. I'm not even going to pull out. Like, that's just how it works. Anyway, it just turns into, like, Lord of the Flies in space. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's so bad. So bad. But such a cool concept. I was like, when it started off, I was like, this was a good purchase. And when it ended, I was like, that was so bad.
Honestly, like, you haven't been trying to sell me, but you've sold me.
I didn't turn it off. I did watch the whole thing.
Like I'm kind of into this movie. You said you gave the concept. You mentioned Colin Farrell. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, I did. It's one of those things. You ever see a movie that's borderline and you say it sucked just to cover your bases?
Yeah.
Because if someone sees a movie that you didn't like and they liked it, it's like, oh, a pleasant surprise. If I tell you a movie's good and it's bad, you come back to me like, what the fuck? You wasted my time. You know what I mean?
Also, I did the exact opposite.
You hype movies up.
I say it's awesome just to cover my bases.
But then I watch a movie that sucks, and I'm like, you told me it was good.
Well, yeah, and then I'll just double down.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, no, it was awesome. You're an idiot.
You
don't know what good movies
That's
are.
what he does. That is what he does, folks. Top fives are today is top 5 breakfast foods.
Top 5 breakfast.
And I will tell you why. John will tell you why. We're doing a video for New Amsterdam that involved drafting a bunch of ingredients, different foods and drinks and mixers and whatnot. And one of them on the list was vanilla ice cream. And so there was a bowl of vanilla ice cream out there, and PFT was just crushing that ice cream. John grabbed a spoon, dug right in because he's a fatso.
He offered. He went, John, would you like some ice cream? I said, I would.
Absolutely.
Of course, I'd love
If you offer John Vitalberg some ice cream, he ain't saying no, folks.
And then we were just standing there in the kitchen, and PFT just very casually was just like, I've often thought that ice cream is one of the better breakfast foods.
No cameras, nothing for content. Man's just said that ice cream is a breakfast food. But he's not wrong. It's a dairy product. It's creamy. I feel like, I don't know.
And then he also continued to further the argument where he was just like, look, if you just start the day with ice cream, like, I don't know,
got a good base.
It's gonna be a pretty good day. And I was like, he's not wrong. Like,
it's a treat. It's a dessert.
If you started the day with ice cream, like, the day can't go that bad.
No. Can only go down from here, to be honest. That would be my only argument. It's like, we're starting too high. It's all downhill once you had some ice cream.
He was like very passionate, not very passionate, but very genuine about it. Where he's like, yeah, no, like, I just think this is a great breakfast food. And I was like, he might be right.
Yeah.
He might have just reinvented breakfast foods.
How about that? You don't fucking say. So we decided top 5 breakfast foods, which I have not given a single ounce of thought to until right now.
Nope.
So you can go first.
Okay. I mean, like, okay, so we're gonna be obviously more broad. I'm not gonna name an exact cereal. I'm gonna say cereal.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So yeah, I'm taking one cereal. Cereal is far and away the number one because it's just easy. Like when you wake up in the morning, you don't want I don't want to fucking make even bacon is too much for me. I don't want to make bacon. I don't want to make eggs. I don't want to do anything.
The only beef I have with your pick is I don't even call it breakfast food. It's just a delicacy. I mean, I literally don't have it for breakfast. I have it for dinner all the time. The other day, I was talking to that financial advisor. He's like, yeah, I don't want you to, do anything reckless with your money, but also I don't want you like, I don't know, eating cereal either. Like, upgrade. I was like, sir, I could be Elon Musk, and I'm eating cereal 4 times a day. Multiple bowls. I don't care what happens to me. Cereal forever. So, great pick. It's a great pick.
Thanks. Can I say something real quick, by the way? Speaking of the draft we just did, I think I ate too many pickles. I
had about 4.
I got
a belly full of bacon and pickles right now.
I have exactly that, and it is not going well.
It's actually deterring me from picking bacon.
Does it? Are you in pain?
I'm not in pain, but
I'm in like a pretty fair amount of pain right now. Like this entire show, I've been in a
pretty fair.
I've been in like it feels like someone's just squeezing my stomach. Like, I'm not gassy. It feels like someone.
I don't know if it's the pickles as much as it's just the general picture of like an unhealthy man. It could be the bender. It could be the endless amounts of milkshakes you drink.
It's pickles and bacon. That's literally all I've eaten today.
It is pickles and bacon. It's the pickles and bacon.
I can when I laugh, it hurts.
You're making me hurt more now.
I'm in so much pain right now. It's not even funny. Like what I'm doing right now is borderline heroic.
Well, it's also because we're trapped in the death coffin. There's no windows. I swear to God, it's a concentration camp in here. I feel like they're putting gas in here.
I will say you started looking real sweaty about a minute ago.
I know. Hey, can you pass me that fake fucking paper towel? I was doing good. And then I start thinking about pickles and bacon.
Yeah, that's right about when.
Yeah, the pickles and bacon. I was like, you're convincing me that it's me.
The only thing I have in my body at the moment is pickles and bacon.
It's so much salt.
Well, you know what happened to me one time when I was like, the only time I've ever really dieted was when I was first getting married, and I was like, pickles, they have 0 calories. This is like a hack.
Bro.
I'm just gonna eat pickles nonstop. And then I almost exploded. Like if you hit me with a pin, I would pow. I was like, this is having the opposite effect. My first pick will be bagels.
Oh.
Can I tell you something? One of my favorite things in the world is Feidelberg suffering. I love it. When his back goes, when his stomach goes, he is just the best to watch suffer. It's amazing.
Like when I just reacted to that, I felt like
I felt it too. It was funny in a good way. It's like somebody just like there was a little midget behind you and just stabbed you.
It feels like there's a little midget inside of me just hugging my stomach.
This goes with my argument of you guys are so dramatic. Like,
What?
you had 4 pickles.
I had more than 4 pickles.
By the way, that's a lot of pickles for someone to have. How often do you eat 4 pickles, Jackie?
I have eaten 4 pickles.
4 pickles and like several slices of bacon? That's not gonna feel good.
Every time I'm hungover, I'll have like 10 pickles.
Is that your hangover food? Yeah, you had the olives. Olives. Olives are literally my last choice. If we did a food draft, the last food on earth. It would be my 296,000th pick.
So good.
They're
Olives.
disgusting.
They are vile fucking food. Your pick.
Okay. All right. I refuse to choose bacon. Number 2 is actually going to be awesome.
We just, in real life, literally drafted bacon. And now we won't do it in our fictional draft.
I have too much in me right now. I am full of bacon. I cannot. I might puke.
We'd have a streak going.
Like it is.
We'd have a streak going. I puked after last episode.
It is. It's getting progressively worse. I am gonna go with number 2. I'll take sausage. Fuck bacon.
Yeah. Sausage Patties or links?
Patties.
Yes.
Patty.
agreed.
I'm a patty guy.
The only links I like are those little frozen ones that are basically patties just in a link. You ever seen those?
No.
You know how patties have that hamburger look?
Yeah.
They have these like I think they're like Jimmy Dean or whatever. They're like frozen ones. Oh, Brown and Serve. You ever had Brown and Serve?
Mm-mm.
They're awesome. They come in a box. They're frozen. You can put them frozen into the pan, and then. But the point is, they're just like the patty, but in a link. When you get the link that's like gray with the casing around it,
No.
and when you get
look, don't get me wrong, I'll eat that.
No, I will.
I'll eat that.
Sometimes I won't. When I order sausage, egg, and cheese, and I get it, and I see that they slice the links, and that there's like the little arches, I'm like, sometimes that's too much.
It is. It's not good. I won't say.
Snap is, ugh.
But I've eaten it plenty of times. I'll have it. It's fine. But it's not great. But it is the people who think that bacon, egg, and cheese is a superior sandwich to sausage, egg, and cheese are borderline the stupidest people.
But
alive.
I would take bacon over the links. Sausage, egg, and cheese with the patty is the superior sandwich.
I would take.
It's the greatest sandwich.
It's by far the greatest sandwich. But I would. Still
throw a
take
hash
link.
brown on there as well.
Ooh, wow.
Sometimes I replace the eggs with the hash brown, just to hash brown sausage and cheese.
That sounds quite nice.
It's great.
Yeah,
Because sometimes the eggs are too much. Sometimes I like a little bit of egg. When you get a sausage, egg, and cheese that has like a fucking inch and a half of egg, sometimes it's too much for me.
Yeah. No,
I like the sausage and the cheese to kind of be the dominating. Sometimes I just get sausage and cheese.
I just
Cheeseburger.
get sausage and cream cheese.
Now that's one that I remember being like, that's disgusting. And then I had it and I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
But
It's a breakfast cheeseburger.
That is a artery clogger. That's like you're gonna have a heart attack later today. Cream cheese and sausage.
I mean, like, you've had worse. Like, it's I would say it sounds worse, but like it can't be worse than like bacon, egg, and cheese. Why would it?
I feel like cream cheese is kind of dairy-ish.
So are eggs and cheese, Kevin.
Yeah. That's why I said it slowly. I was like, I'm about to contradict myself. Yeah, you're right.
It definitely sounds worse, but I think if we think about it, it's not that bad. Or it's not healthy, but it's just not as bad as other stuff.
I'll have to take the eggs.
Eggs?
It's just the foundation. And it's also so versatile. I go on my kicks where I want like eggs over easy, where I'm just eating them as like an egg platter. Then I want them on my sandwich. Then I want them cheesy eggs just scrambled on a platter. Eggs are important.
Eggs, the soft boiled eggs
Mm-hmm.
are maybe the most underrated thing on the planet.
Wait, what's soft boiled now?
I don't know. It's just like I'm not. I
What's the
would.
difference between hard boiled and soft boiled?
Do you just mean poached?
Yeah, I think that's what you mean.
I love.
That's
poached
when
eggs.
you like.
No, but what's the ones they put in ramen? Those aren't hard boiled.
There's a soft boiled where you do it for like half the time and then it's like hard. Sorry. I'm sorry. I pulled it. I keep thinking they pull it. Sorry. Where you like half boil it and then the inside is like, and then you
Yeah,
tap
those
it,
like
you
the
tap
eggs
it,
they
yeah.
put in ramen are unbelievable. And poached eggs are also delicious. But the eggs they put in ramen
The
are
point
like,
being, you can do all these ways.
Yeah.
Eggs Benedict and poached and over easy, over hard, over soft, over fried, over scrambled, all that shit. Eggs.
oatmeal.
Oh, that's terrible.
No.
For your third pick, you could have had that with your final pick. There was no way I was going to pick oatmeal.
I mean, oatmeal is, you put some raisins in oatmeal,
Put a little brown sugar.
little brown sugar, a little maple
You could
syrup.
have had that with your final pick.
I don't know. I just like, it's just what I like.
All right. I mean, there's a lot left on the
All
board.
right, I took Mac Jones. Sorry.
I will go with waffles.
I forgot waffles and pancake existed.
Mm-hmm. And then I was just deciding between, you can have pancakes, obviously, but I think I'm going to go with the waffles because I like that those little squares hold the syrup, and I like them to be a little bit crispy. I feel like they're just crispier and better than the pancake in general.
You're right. You're 100% right.
I do like a good silver dollar pancake, though, like when they give you like 30 of those little things. Silver dollar pancakes are awesome because you get so many.
Actually, I think pancakes are superior because you can make them look like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, you can. Hey, you can do that with waffles, too.
Can you?
You just pour them in the same fucking mold. Just pour the batter in the same fucking thing.
Oh, no. I mean, waffle, you got a waffle maker.
Yeah, that is shaped like Mickey Mouse.
Well, I mean, that's crazy talk.
chance.
You're just buying Mickey Mouse makers?
Well,
you
I'm
can
not.
just do it with a regular
I see.
pancake.
Yeah, you know, just like
it's just three little holes,
Gotcha,
three little fucking circles.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mickey Mouse maker. That's.
I see what you mean. Yeah. All right. I will take. Look at that. What's like $29.99? Fuck you, Feidelberg. So I have bacon. I have bagels, eggs, waffles. I'm fucking kicking your ass. Fourth pick. Cereal's a really good one though. Cereal's a good one to have.
This is gonna be awesome. Like people are gonna be furious at this graphic if neither of us choose bacon.
I mean, for the sake of that, I'm trying to pick other things. I'm being pretty disingenuous at this point because I probably would take it though. I got one off the grid. I got a great one off the grid. Corned beef hash.
That's a very good one.
I love corned beef hash. I get corned beef. I get 2 eggs over easy with corned beef hash and the toast, and I put it all in the toast together. I don't even know what corned beef hash is. Is it potatoes with corned beef? Is that what it is?
And I was gonna take hash browns.
Yeah, but it's just better. It's just better than.
But am I still allowed for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are 2 different things in my mind.
Okay.
Hash browns.
All right. So yeah, I kind of want to use a different word because the hash and hash is
You can do home fries.
home fries. Home fries.
Because those I do think there's a difference. I think there's hash browns, home fries, and like I think then there's like breakfast potatoes. I think those are all like different things, but they're all kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's all exactly.
I think some of
they're
them
all
have peppers,
potatoes.
some of them- yeah, potatoes, which are the best food in the world. What?
That was that my 5th pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're done. All right, so I got one more. What else is not bacon?
Just go put like blueberries.
Trying to think of everything else. I'll take French toast.
Oh, great choice.
Yeah. That's actually not.
Yeah,
that's
a
I would
good
actually have
pick.
that over bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon. I will always like. Keegan likes to eat bacon, so I make bacon, and then I eat the bacon, and I enjoy it. But I will never make it for myself, really.
No, me neither.
You know. Although you know what I like? Really gross. Just a bacon sandwich, toast, a little bit of mayo, like a BLT, but without the LT, without the LT, just bacon.
That's bizarre.
I mean, the thing is, when I'm at home, like I don't have lettuce and tomatoes sitting around, but I do have bacon. So I'm like, it's a BLT minus the LT. It's just a B.
I'm a single man. I don't have vegetables in the house.
I mean, I don't have produce.
Yeah.
I don't have.
I'm a single straight man. You think I got vegetables?
What I don't. You know what I don't have. I don't have.
Yeah,
like,
I got a fucking dildo I shove up my ass too.
I don't have like wet food, like lettuce and tomatoes and vegetables and fruits. Anything that's wet, I don't have it. I only got dry food. I'm
Almost
like a dog.
all of my food is wet.
It's because you get it.
I got one good sleeper one. Cold pizza in the morning.
Ooh, that's outside the
that's
box. I
always
like
really
that. Chinese food in the morning,
steak,
like that.
like literally.
Parma chicken breast at your fridge.
Dude, by the way, the wet thing we're talking about, I got to find this comedian's name because I saw a clip of him this guy the other day talking about Lunchables, and he's like, is it the greatest marketing scheme of all time?
Yeah.
He's like, because guess what? Put that in a brown paper bag and tell someone it's lunch. He's like, I got 3 crackers and some wet meat.
But you put it in a little thing, in little compartments, and you're like, ooh, this is cool.
Yes, him. Right? Who's that? What's his name?
Brendan Erie.
Play that shit. That's funny. Is it a long clip?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. It is great marketing. And I used to love the Oscar Mayer. I hate a big piece of Oscar Mayer bologna. I only like boar's head. Put it in a Lunchable, I'll eat Oscar Mayer bologna. It's complete madness. Complete and total madness.
I eat Lunchables all the time.
All the time.
I get Lunchables.
And also, by the way, they're like $8 a pop.
Yeah.
It's wildly overpriced.
I eat Lunchables like Jack eats pickles. I eat Lunchables all the time.
Do you remember the pizza one?
Oh.
It was like, here's just a cold, hard piece of dough, a bag of marinara, a stick, and a little bit of cheese. And we're going to call that pizza. That is deplorable.
It is. Bro, I had a friend who would cook it.
Yeah, well, good for him. You should.
Oh, no.
Who wants to eat an uncooked pizza?
The cheese doesn't melt, like, because it's not real cheese.
Like, he would put it like in the toaster. I'm like, dude, you are putting way too much effort into eating this Lunchable.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, like, don't get me wrong.
Just get the sustenance in you and let's move on.
I would never do it, don't get me wrong. But him wanting his fucking pizza to be cooked versus raw is not that crazy. How about, I never had this, but I believe I heard my boy Ross Bolin and his co-host Jared talking about this. I didn't know this existed. Taco Lunchables.
Oh, I forgot it existed.
Is it like ground beef?
It's like you squeeze meat out of a package.
Wow, that's dog food. Let's call a spade. That's dog food in a bag. That they were like, we got some extra like Purina left over. Let's give it to the elementary schoolers.
Lunchables are the greatest like paradox because if you had Lunchables, it meant your parents loved you. But it also meant they hated
you. Yes. That's
like,
so good. That is so true, man.
They did not care for your well-being at all. But they wanted you to be happy.
Yeah. How about?
Oh, my God.
That is disgusting.
Yet mouth-watering.
Wait, that's...
Again, the perfect paradox.
That can't be America, is it? That cannot be. That's got to be like the Middle East. You saw that plate and you were like, Mexico. That is Mexico, brother. I cannot believe that. Am I
in
America? Might be the funniest moment in Sunny history. She's like, am I in America? The way she says America is so fucking. Oh man, Did you see McElhaney's Mother's Day poster?
Yes, bunch of birds.
And then he finished it with like, my love, my wife, my bird. And somehow, it was it was way more romantic than Crystal is. I'll tell you that much. Voicemails are brought to you by Shady Rays. The weather has almost turned, which means you're allowed to wear sunglasses again. Do you know that's a thing of mine, Jackie? You can only wear sunglasses when it's warm out. Can't wear sunglasses in the winter.
That's fair.
Did you hear that? She agreed with me. She said that's fair. Suck it. Hey, John. Suck it.
The sun reflects off the snow.
So what?
Like, it's harder. Sunglasses should be more used in the winter.
No. You wear them to the beach, you wear them to the pool, you wear them out.
I wear them everywhere.
No.
There's sunglasses. The sun is out literally every day.
Nah, but the
not
angle,
literally every day, but like 99% of days.
The sun during the summer, it's closer to the planet, so it's brighter. You need the sunglasses.
The sun comes out.
You just spend a lot of time in the snow. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't go skiing or anything. I don't need the fucking, I don't even see the snow anymore. It's like, that's not true, but like, it turns to slush and just mud in New York like really quickly. There's not like blinding white snow.
There is. It's just you just have to go outside.
Yeah, I don't do that.
In
the winter I don't go outside.
There is
so I don't need
absolutely snow in New York City.
Not enough that you're like, I'm blinded.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Bro, it snowed a lot this winter.
It turns black within like a minute.
No.
Yes, you're not
incorrect.
You're never walking down like Fifth Avenue like, I'm blinded by the sun reflection off the snow.
Not 7th Avenue, yeah.
No. But it doesn't matter because it's almost summer. So you are allowed to buy your sunglasses, and I say that you go to Shady Rays to buy them because Shady Rays is down with one of my mantras, and that's don't ever buy expensive sunglasses because you're gonna break them or sit on them or lose them or bend them or they get just bent out of shape a little bit, and you're like, oh my god, like $300 down the drain. So Shady Rays, you can buy several pairs for the cost of a normal overpriced pair. They start at just $48. So go get yourself like 3 pairs, 4 pairs, and you're set for the summer. So when you lose a couple, break a couple, someone steals a pair, you lose a pair in the ocean, you've got another backup with Shady Rays that are stylish and quality made. So there's free returns and exchanges if you don't like it. So you either love the Shady Rays or they'll pay for you to ship them back. They also do some good stuff. They do some stuff that's good for the community. They provide 10 meals to fight hunger with every order placed. Unlike that asshole Elon Musk. you buy one fucking Tesla. What do you think of his truck? I think I might buy that truck.
You can get a Cybertruck?
I think I might get a Cybertruck.
Kevin, please get a Cybertruck.
Right? Like, it would be ridiculous if I was rolling around in a Batman thing. Like, it's apparently, I think it's coming to America next year, and I think it's like $50,000. Like, it's not like a crazy.
Teslas actually aren't that expensive.
Yeah, I thought they were, but they're not.
They're not.
And the first thing I will do when I get it is I will throw a brick at the window. And we will find out if it's truly indestructible, because when Elon threw that brick through the window at that big conference, it was the funniest thing that ever happened.
It wasn't Elon, right?
No, it was.
It was Elon who threw it?
Oh, I don't know if he was there, though. Because he was like, well, we'll work on that.
But that's like, he's so online, that was on purpose.
Well, but I would say it's actually, he just benefited from being such a social misfit. Like, a normal person would be embarrassed. But being the robot that he is, he was like, well, we will fix that problem. Like, anyone else would be like, oh my God, that was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened. I said it was indestructible.
I honestly think he planned it.
On purpose, just to go viral?
Yeah.
It's a cool ass truck. It's like, it's either the coolest truck or the lamest truck of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just the 2020, what year is it? 2021? It's just the 2021 Hummer.
Yeah.
Like,
the Hummer and that truck are the only things that have ever been grossly out of place. You know? Like, everyone else's car looks relatively the same, and then you have a Batman truck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 50 years from now, I think all cars will kind of look like that.
Right.
But he just made a car 50 years too early. He just made it look like a fucking spaceship.
Well, I mean, like, we haven't made any cars that look like Hummers.
Yeah, Hummer.
I guess
was like
Hummer
that
probably
too.
has that one pretty locked down.
Yeah, well, Hummers are just stupid. I don't think we haven't made any cars that look like Hummers because they're stupid. We're like, okay, you can just keep making those Hummer, you assholes. That shit got 4 miles to the gallon at one point or something crazy like that.
What?
It was like single digits to the gallon. It was madness, dude. But I'll be wearing my Shady Rays while I'm inside my what's it called, Cybertruck?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, it's obscene.
Yeah, I'll be cruising with my Shady Rays and my Cybertruck. Go to shadyrays.com, use code KFC, and get 50% off when you buy 2 pairs or more. So you get a good old BOGO. That's 2 pairs of sunglasses for $48. You are not going to beat that.
No.
Not for the quality that you're going to get with Shady Rays. So shadyrays.com, promo code KFC for 50% off when you buy 2 pairs or more. Let it rip.
What up, KFC fights? So when I'm sitting in New York traffic, my favorite thing to do is when the light turned green about 0.2 seconds ago, and somebody honks at me to go. Yes. Sometimes I'll just hit the brake and just stop for a second, just as a fuck you. So my question is pretty simple. What's the pettiest thing you do on a daily basis? Peace.
Let me just say, I won a great race today.
Driving in.
Yeah. There was this BMW, like a matte green type of thing.
That sounds nice.
It was. Blacked out windows, blacked out windshield. And it had that engine that goes like, it's like, you know that one?
No.
It almost sounds bad. It almost sounds like there's something wrong with it. But I think it's intentional. Just like it's like afterwards. And this guy, he pulled this move on the West Side Highway, or not even on like the Henry Hudson. It was like my car, next car, next car, next car. They were all perfectly staggered. And he went zzz, 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 and he zigzagged in and out of 6 cars. It was like some Mario Kart shit. And I'm sitting there. I got dusted. I just like, because I'm always racing in my head. When I drive to work, it's Mario Kart. It is Cruising USA. And I pick certain spots. That's the finish line. And I will beat certain cars there. And then I just got kind of blocked in. And he went pow, 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 pow. And I was like, whoa. And he was gone. And I just floored it. I went like 100 miles an hour to catch up to him. And he was getting off at the exit that I wasn't getting off at. So I just said in my mind, that's going to be the finish line. Yeah. Boom. And I beat him by like a nose. It was a great win. I'm undefeated. I am like 100-0 in my one-man races. But I love the honk when it goes green.
Do you? See, I am the
because
exact.
it's-
I think I'm a
wait,
Midwesterner.
Wait,
at
wait,
heart.
let me finish. Yes, that's why I like it. Because it's the most obnoxious thing in the world. It is utterly ridiculous, and I like it the same way that I like that. Like you'll see a homeless man jerking off in New York City, where it's just like you ain't gonna get that anywhere else, and it makes you harder. You know, it makes you a man. It's like I live in this fucking godforsaken city where they beep 0.2 seconds afterwards. Like my foot is about to hit the pedal and you are honking at me. Go! I love it. You are the biggest asshole in the world. You're not gonna get that anywhere else. Can't get it anywhere else in the world.
I would sit there. I'm trying to think, probably for 3 lights. like if the person, like maybe on light 4, I would I'd be like, okay, maybe the guy died.
maybe it's a medical emergency.
Yeah.
You know what I hate? What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve.
Like that other people do.
Boy. I would.
You're good for some road rage, right?
Oh yeah. Road rage for
Because
sure.
you're a pretty passive guy. Like you don't have rage anywhere else, but you get in the car, you got some rage.
Yeah. But my pet peeve, like I don't have one on the road. It's just I'm ready to be furious at all times.
Yeah.
Like
but that's a weird like psychological thing where people get in their car and they're just like,
yeah, it is. It's just like
because they're in a race.
I'm in my own little private space.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want in here.
Yes.
And if you fuck it up, I'm gonna kill you.
While John sits there in silence with no music on, like a serial killer.
It is. I think my biggest pet peeve is always just unwanted noise.
So honking.
Honking would be up there. Closing cabinets is one I put on the list.
I'm talking about in the car, John.
You said biggest pet peeve.
Oh, I meant like in the. Okay, I mean, I thought we're talking about cars.
I just thought we're just.
Motherfucker said cabinets closed. That's a good one though. I mean, you know why?
When someone closes the fucking what do you call it?
I know why.
Glove compartment.
It's because you know what girls do when they're mad. They slam the cabinets.
Slam cabinets.
While you're just sitting there peacefully enjoying your fucking show. They're like, I guess I'll do the dishes, and they slam the fucking cabinets. Like, all right, well, I guess if you're gonna be a child about it. What's your biggest pet peeve in the car?
My biggest pet peeve in the car.
Because I have a very specific one. When I am the second car, or if I am behind, if there's a left turn happening, and you don't go like halfway into the intersection, so that I can get into the intersection, so that even if it goes red, we can go through. Like motherfuckers who just stay at like the white line. It's a
great one.
I will lay on the horn. If you're not gonna get into the intersection, so I can get through, and I have to stay at that next red light, I am honking at you.
I mean, it's a great answer. I don't have anything comparable.
That one
to
is just the
That's
worst.
a very, very
Isn't
good
it
one.
crazy? I've said this before. I think when we talked about the Unabomber, I've had this take many, many times. But that we all just follow the rules.
Yeah.
Like, just there's a series of lights and paint on the ground. You know? It's like, I want to be over here, but there is a solid line painted on the ground. I can't do it. Can't do it. There's no cops, no nothing. Can't cross that line. It's nuts.
It's not.
I don't have more than 2 people in my car. Cannot drive on the lane with the diamond in it. Can't do it.
Well, that one, like, if I get caught, if I get caught, I'm gonna get a ticket. That's the reason I don't do it.
Right, but I'm saying yes. But if like there's no cars around, cops around. If it's late at night and there's nothing like, which is always there's always a cop that could that yes. I'd say
no.
I'd say
I get what you're
99%
saying.
of people is like there might be a cop right around the corner. But when you know you're good, it's like it could be like 2 a.m. and there's nobody around. You're just sitting on a red light.
That one
it's green now. I can go.
The HOV lane is a different one. So that one, that one's police. But this is a strong take that I also like. I like it.
Oh yeah, it actually is proof positive that people are more good than they are bad, or at least are more like
so
compliant
largely
and want good and rules and order than not. You know.
You know what? You want to know something crazy? The people good and stuff like that. You ever had the Citizen app?
Is that like the police scanner kind
Yeah.
of? Yeah, no. I don't give a shit about that.
I don't give a shit about it either, but I had it for like, I don't know, just a few days. Just crimes
All over the place.
consistently being committed
Yeah.
within 5 feet of you.
I know. It's always like man with a bat on 29th Street. I'm like, fuck.
Bro, like it was someone got shot. Literally, like
Right over there.
Like right on my street.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I lived in a neighborhood, like I'd lock the doors
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna go get milk right now.
Right. I
Like,
know. It's
like,
madness.
If I lived in like the
There is
suburbs, like I would
so
be
much crime.
Bro, there was like I didn't even know I live 15 blocks from Times Square. I didn't even know about that shooting.
Yeah, I know. We're like a bunch of people.
Like I woke up in the morning, I was like, wait, there's a mass shooting
Yeah.
a half a mile from me.
I know.
Like, it was,
That's also one of those things where it's
I
like,
don't know if
you
it's
know
a
how
mass
we,
shooting
how we say
technically,
I think so. There's several casualties. But when like, the news, we're like, oh, the world is so terrible now. It's like, no, it's not. You just know more. That's why, like, you shouldn't have the Citizen app because all that does is just
There's
let you
no
think
need
that
for
the
it.
world is spiraling out of control. It's like, it's just been this way forever, bro.
right.
People are getting shot and hit all the fucking time, forever. That's just a fact.
It was like just like constant notifications. I deleted it. I was just like, well, and like I wasn't getting scared or anything like that. I was just like, I just don't need this.
I don't need that.
I don't care about this.
No, that's not great for the mental health. Next.
Hey boys, at KFC Radio. Just got a little quick question for you. So I was thinking about the other day, someone mentioned to me that they sleepwalk. So it got me thinking, if you could do one activity while you're sleeping and you didn't know you actually did it, what would it be? For example, I know I didn't explain that very well, but an example would be like while I was sleeping, I would have my body do just crunches and abs all night long, and then when I woke up,
That's the answer.
I would just have a six-pack after
it's
like
not the
6
answer.
months
You'll be
later.
tired as fuck. You can't exercise all night long. But if for an hour in the middle of the night I exercised and then I woke up and it was done, set it and forget it, like the crock pot of exercising.
I was gonna
There's
say
no
dentist.
better answer than that. That's also good too. It's like I wish I could sleepwalk to the DMV, sleepwalk to the dentist, sleepwalk to, I don't know, any appointment you don't want to go to. Therapy.
Therapy was gonna be one too.
Therapy.
Basically,
I want you to like subconsciously talk me out of being a fucking crazy person, but I do not want to participate.
honestly,
I don't know why you guys all collectively laughed. I was very serious about that. I was actually thinking like that's kind of
a
like
laughing agreement. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Like I wish. I think there are things like that, like books on tape, like motivational things on tape, where like you can probably play it at night and just like let it sift into your brain. Not like therapy per se, but just like hypnosis almost. I'm gonna start doing that shit.
My answer is just everything I do.
Yeah,
Like
there's just so many things to do, and I don't want to do any of them.
If I could just be alive, but I don't have to do anything to be alive.
It's called being rich, brother.
I know. Like even if I was rich, I just wouldn't want to be alive.
It's called being suicidal, brother.
Like I don't want to do this thing.
Bro, the people who are like, like life is the greatest gift. It's like, no, it's not.
Life is.
If you had to choose,
life is a Lunchable. It's
so
a parrot.
overhyped. It's marketing.
Yeah.
The greatest scam ever is that life is a gift. And they tell you that story with every religion. They tell you that story in politics. They tell you that story in movies and songs, that like life is this gift to experience and behold, and it is nothing but one giant homework assignment. It's just one long to-do list, and her face is like terrified right now. She was like, "Oh." Jackie said that she was going to work on the mental health of the crew, and I think she gave up.
Yeah,
she has not made one attempt in weeks.
I feel like we should start with like mantras or like affirmations.
Okay. What's
like
affirmation? We've got a couple right there. Grab those little fucking thingies. What are those called?
Oh yeah.
We've got a couple good ones.
Yeah.
We've got be normal.
That's not
My personal favorite. This is the most important one, Jackie. Fuck you. We've got there's always toothpaste left in the tube. That's incredibly positive.
This is not what I'm talking about.
And then we've got
what people think of you is none of your business.
These are 3 incredible mantras and affirmations that we all should live by. So, fuck you. What were you thinking of?
I don't know. Just like
you're terrible because
I know,
you're more like us than like the other people. That's why you're here.
Well, I just feel like we could collectively raise the positivity of us all.
I would Jackie. I'd love to do that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
I
no,
would.
We're not doing this for fun, Jackie.
I would love to be more positive and happy.
No, I know it's easy.
You know who's a real problem is Zach. Zach this weekend tweeted, GQ tweeted, an investigation into what's causing the mysterious drop in sperm counts and how to reverse it. And Zach said, let's not reverse it. Babies stink and people really stink. That was at 3:43 p.m. And then at 7:59, he tweeted, "Everyone here is too happy. What the hell is going on? Be sad and realize that the world is terrible."
He's in California on like a nice country club right now.
Just do yourself, do the world a favor and kill yourself, Zach. Get out of here. What is that? He's playing golf, traveling around the world. Like, if he can't live this life, don't fucking become an adult. It gets way fucking worse, pal. He's tough. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm positive about the Mets. I'm a happy guy. I'm the positive guy of the bunch. Okay?
You don't even believe that for it. Like,
Even a
like
little
I
bit.
could just see it and hear it.
I couldn't get the words out. I was like,
you were like
I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. Yeah, that's it. Happy.
You're like Fonzie's trying to say he's wrong.
A great reference that like only the old people are gonna get. Do you know who Fonzie is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I actually watch Happy Days.
Okay.
Really?
Was that because like your parents or something like that?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah. Right. Well, your parents are probably like 38, so that's crazy that
They're not 38. They're not 38.
Your parents are probably what? Your parents are probably you're 21.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents are probably like 47.
I actually don't know. I think they're like I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably in their 40s.
Okay, this is also what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna do a suicide jar where every time you guys say it,
Oh, I like that idea.
we have to put $1 in.
love that
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, and we'll donate it to some fucking kid who killed himself.
I thought we were betting on who's going to do it.
Really like that idea. Really like that idea.
So like what? So like every time someone says they're gonna kill themselves, we have to put money in the jar.
Like
Exactly.
a
John,
dime.
you're gonna be
like a quarter. like not a lot of money, right?
Put the money towards Hoj.
Yeah. We'll have a Hoj pot, and then
That's why I this weekend actually no, it was last week, whatever it was. Where I was just like, just so you know, today's a day that like this is the reason I don't allow guns in the house because I would just do it.
Jar. That's like a 5 spot. That's like a $5 bill that was like a literal reference to suicide. That's like a $20 bill in the jar.
Bro, it's so easy. It would be so easy.
Jar, man. Speaking of pools, I know a crew of guys that every time one of them gets married, they have to put I think $500 to a pot, and the last guy who's a bachelor gets the money. It's up to like $7,500.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty sick.
So then when you're like one of the last ones to get married, it's like you better really like that girl. Imagine if it was like you're pretty legit, but not like $10,000 in my pocket legit. So or like honey, just like let's hold off another year. Like Steve's definitely gonna get married, and then we'll split the money. We'll go to we'll go on vacation. Imagine that you had that's how I might. Here's what you should do. Everybody out there, tell your girl that you and your friends have a suicide pool, a marriage pool, and tell her, let's hold off. Like you got to give her some hope. You got to say like we're one of the last ones. Let's hold off a little while longer, and then we'll go on like a bomb ass honeymoon. And if she's down for that, then she's the real one. If she's one of these people who's like, I want to get married, so like I don't want to wait, I want to be first, I want to beat my friends, all these other reasons. If it's like, yo, if you wait, we're gonna just have like $10,000 more to do whatever we want with it.
But you're like saying lie, right? Like this pot doesn't exist for most people.
Well, right. Yeah.
Right. So then you have to pay for that vacation.
Yeah. So
then you have a bomb ass honeymoon you have to pay for.
You want to have a bomb ass honeymoon anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and that you see. If she does that, she, like I said, is a real one, and then you should be willing to spend the money anyway.
I guess.
Or do a real pool. If you're young, if I would absolutely do this right now if I could go back in time. It's too late for me. But if, like everybody, if you're all like just out of college, 20 young, early 20s, do the pool and make it big. I think it would be very cool if you had to put like $5,000 into the pot if you got married, and then some fucking bachelor at the end gets like $100,000.
That would be
so awesome,
so sick.
And then that guy is kind of obligated to be like, for my bachelor party, we're fucking spending it,
right?
You know. And then you're not even really
$100,000 bachelor party. Pretty sick.
That's a great idea. Write that one down for when we kill ourselves and get reincarnated. Jar! Last voicemail of the day is brought to you by the Zebra. It's been a long year for quarantine of spending money that, you don't really have with like late night purchases and ordering food and all the luxuries, and you're spending all this extra cash. And now it's time to make it up with one of the worst spots to spend money is insurance. Oh, it's the worst.
It is.
Because you're betting against yourself.
As a child of an insurance agent,
I was going to say.
I'm going to get a little...
Step on in here. No, insurance is the most important thing you need.
It's super important to have.
Because eventually you're going to flood your apartment or burn something down or crash a car. It's super important to have.
Literally used it like many times in my life.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't have it, but what I am saying is every time my insurance payment hits, I'm like, that is either money that's never going to be spent if I'm lucky. But then if I'm lucky, it's like I'm betting against myself,
Right.
So it's one of those things. It's just like, fuck. So that's why you want to spend the littlest you can on insurance while still getting good coverage. And that's what the Zebra does. They make sure that you don't overspend on car and home insurance because most Americans, when you add it all up, they overspend by billions every year. I'll tell you something. I pay car insurance on a car that doesn't drive anymore. Like it's no longer in existence. Like Caitlin's got a new car and that one's gone and she got her own insurance and my premium just still pays it. And I went on the Geico app to cancel it and says you have to call to cancel it. And I'm never going to do that. So I pay like $400 a month when I could easily just pay $200. And that's why I need this assistant. I need an assistant to just do these things for me.
I'll do this one for you.
No, you won't.
Nah, definitely.
Because I tried. I called it, and it was like, press this number, that number, this, and I was just like, not fucking doing this. Not fucking doing this. So, yeah, I need the fucking Zebra. I'm going to go to thezebra.com/KFC. That's THEZEBRA.com/KFC. Has all of the policies, all of the prices, all of the coverage. You pick out the one that's best for you, for what you need, in the state that you live. Make sure you get the right coverage for the cheapest amount possible. It's thezebra.com/KFC. Last one, let's go.
What's up, KFC Fights, Jackie, and all the chicken heads out there? So last night I was off a little bit of that 3G, and I just had an incredible high thought. I was thinking, what is the most underrated convenience someone has invented for all of mankind? My personal take on this one is that they have limited the number of times that your phone can ring before it just goes to voicemail. So let me know your thoughts. Excited to hear them, and Viva.
I actually didn't know they did that.
Well, yeah, you did. Phones don't just ring forever.
Oh, I see. I thought he was saying there's been an update. We cut down the time.
No, but somebody else, they probably did, in the I don't know, when was the phone invented? 1900s? 1910s? Whenever it was, they're probably we got to stop this thing from ringing. Yeah, it was probably invented
1874.
Yeah, invented, but when was it in your house?
1876.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's also when you had to fucking literally go ring.
I would say I actually said this the other day. I tweeted it after I called you, and you didn't answer, and I did hang up. But I was like, anyone who lets it ring until voicemail is an asshole.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll loser button you next time.
Wait,
I feel bad. I feel rude.
Yeah, I don't have the self-confidence to do a bitch button either.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, I just know. I'm like, okay, it's rang 3 times. He's not answering this phone right now. I'll just hang up.
You did the call.
Yeah,
and you'll hang up. Got it. Yes, I agree with that.
I'll just hang up.
I also love when I make a call that I don't want to make. I want to get to 3 rings so bad because then I can't hang up on 2. Because 2, they might someone might call back or be like whatever. 3 is kind of I tried and you didn't get it.
Yeah,
You can just pretend it didn't happen. I'm like I wait till 3 and then the 4th starts.
Yeah.
So the greatest convenience of all time that's not a major one, not it would automatic transmission count because that's a huge one.
Automatic transmission is a good one.
That might be too big.
Obviously there's air conditioning.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we're not trying to do that.
And all that stuff.
The zipper fly. Zippers in general.
Zippers are a good one.
Sitting around buttoning your jacket and all that shit. Velcro's a good one.
How about nutritional facts?
No. I hate nutritional facts. I wish they didn't
It's
exist.
just like it's like oh I know this is convenient. I know what's in here. It's actually also.
if you care, yes, but if you don't.
Okay, how about that? Okay, I'm gonna plastic covers. Like you know
Like
how
when top?
Like you know like
plastic-
you have to like break a seal on something.
Like on top of the orange juice where you like pull the tab.
Yeah.
The pull tab.
Because
I have the answer when you're done. I have the correct answer.
do you know about like I forget what it's called. It was in Chicago when like someone just went around just putting cyanide pills in Advil.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Because like they just didn't have tops.
Right.
Very
Just open
convenient
it,
to have
put it
that
in,
top
close
now.
it up. Yeah. Like, that's how you knew if like the seal was broken, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, okay, someone probably fucked with this.
Yeah. Remember when people were putting?
It just like you just
fucking-
opened it. And it was just, here you go.
Remember when people were putting AIDS needles in payphones?
Is that real?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Maybe it is.
I heard about it in movie theaters, not payphones.
What, in the seat? You sit down or something? I heard when you like went to get your change, got pricked. You go, fuck, something pricked me. It's AIDS. You're dead. That would suck. All for like a quarter, you know, like just to get your quarter back. Dead. One of the greatest inventions of all time, / one of the most discarded inventions of all time. The bread teeth thingy.
Oh.
That little teeth thing. Because I use it once maybe, and then I do the twist and fold under. Like you bend it under, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, no, I know,
you put it
yeah.
down.
Do you
But
see
that teeth thing, because it used to be the little like garbage bag tie thing where the twist tie.
Mhm.
And then they just made it into the plastic tooth, you know what I'm saying? Teeth
Yeah,
thing.
no.
It's like, and I lose it immediately, but that's a pretty cool invention.
It's cool, but it's like
not necessary.
It's
like
in
it
fact,
can be-
I'd argue that's inconvenient.
because you could just do the
You
twist
just
and
twist
spin.
and twist and spin.
Yeah.
Like do you see like the viral TikTok where it was like a girl like takes scissors and then like cuts the bag of bread in like half and then just ties it.
I'm
And
so sick of these people on TikTok. And they're like, I learned more on TikTok. It's like, and then I see them, I'm like, that's a pretty good life hack, but fuck you.
well, it's not. It's just it takes longer than just spinning it.
Yes, but also it probably does get a better seal if you really care about like the
Oh,
freshness.
please.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not gonna
has
take the
anyone
time to do
ever
that.
noticed?
But I'm just sick. Did you see the dandelion one?
No.
You know those? What do you call them? Some people call them Santa Clauses. Some people call them I don't know. When they're the dead dandelion, when it's the white.
Okay.
Thing.
I don't think I have anything I call that. But.
You can take that fucking thing, and you can dip it in a cup of water, and it's waterproof. You can pull it back out, and that is still just a puffy little ball. It's madness. It's sorcery, at least according to TikTok. And I actually picked one. I was walking home for Mother's Day. We went out to lunch. $300 was terrible lunch. And I saw one, and I picked it, and I was like, did you see on TikTok? And then I tried. Yeah, watch this. Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking not possible. Nope, not that. Go back. Broop, underneath. Broop, totally fine. That's got to be like the cameras are in reverse or something, right?
Wait. I'm confused. Like, why wouldn't this happen? Like, if you dip a flower in there.
Well, but it's not a flower. It's like so my point is that I picked it and I walked home with it. You know what those are? The reason that exists? Wind blows it. It's so like frilly and fragile that it just blows and then like it spreads pollen. So like dipping something that fragile into water, it should just like be a mess. You know? And it just comes back out perfectly like a little snowball. I tried to bring it home to do it, and the wind blew, and it just went everywhere. I was like, "Fuck!" I was walking home with a stalk of green. I was like, I looked like Joe Biden when he was picking that for his wife. I was like, "What am I doing?" Because TikTok, man, TikTok's making me feel stupid. It's like I didn't know this, I didn't know that. It's like neither did you. You just saw it on TikTok and then recreated it. But someone out there fucking does it first.
That's true.
We should start just doing. We should just Google this shit.
Just
And go
life
viral
hacks.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you know that
Life
this
hack.
is fucking...
Brush your teeth in the shower.
Yeah.
No.
Say
That
it a
doesn't make any
second. No,
sense.
you don't. Wash your hands after you shit.
Get out of here. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube, both the Kevin Clancy Show and KFC Radio. Make sure you like all of our videos and hit the bell and the buttons and the fucking, the go button and the subscribe button and all those icons.
Yeah, otherwise your grandma's going to die tomorrow.
That should probably be a jar. Listen, if you made it this far into the video,
which is far, like no one ever does that on the internet.
Like it's the end. You made it to the end of the video.
Full fucking video.
You watched the whole thing. So if you liked it and you watched the whole thing, why don't you subscribe?
It means you like us.
Click the subscribe button, because if you don't, I'm gonna fucking murder John.
And I'm gonna like it.
Kill him with my bare fucking hands.
Yeah.
And if you weren't sold on this video, there's plenty more. Watch what's next up and then subscribe. But just subscribe so I don't have to fucking kill him.
Well, I don't know. Do what you want, but subscribe. Probably.